Hey everyone, this is Alex in the library, and with this video I want to explain for you what an annotated bibliography is. So if you look at the screen here, you can actually see an annotated bibliography. So to annotate something is to take notes about it. So for an annotated bibliography, you take a source that you might be using for a paper or project, usually an article from an academic journal like this one here about gardening for people that are recovering from stroke, and you take that article and you cite it in APA style or MLA style depending on the project, and then you write about it for a little bit. Well, what do you write? You write a paragraph or two, one paragraph being a summary of the article. So what was it about? What did they study? What did they find? Things like that. Just a couple sentences, like I said, a paragraph of summary of the article. And then you do a paragraph of analysis of the article. Now this is a little bit trickier, but to analyze the article you might talk about why or why not would it be useful to use as a source for a paper. You might explain any really useful research or information that it has that you think would be helpful for a paper. You might talk about the author. Maybe the author is super knowledgeable in the field and so their writing is really important. Maybe the article is really up to date, it has great statistics or something like that. It'll kind of vary by the article, but you'll want to analyze sort of the strengths and weaknesses of the article and why it might be useful for a paper. And that's all there is to it for an annotated bibliography. You cite a source, again, usually an academic journal article, a scholarly source, and then you have a paragraph of summary and a paragraph of analysis of why it would be a good source or not a good source to use for a paper. Depending on the annotated bibliography and the assignment, you actually might have to do this for multiple sources. So you'd have one source and then you're writing about it, then another source. So if your professor says, I want you to do an annotated bibliography with 3 sources, you would have to do this 3 times. So it all depends on the assignment. But yeah, that's all it is. That's all there is to an annotated bibliography. You find your source, you cite it, and then you write about it for a little bit. If you wanted to get started working on an annotated bibliography, your first step after you've picked a topic would be to come to the library website, and then you would go to student resources in our databases page, and then you would jump in here in EBSCO and start searching to find those academic journal articles so you could do your annotated bibliography on them. So that's our quick overview on annotated bibliographies. If you have any questions about that, reach out to the library or myself, and we can certainly help you out. Good luck.